Feel the power. Don't worry about the light. It happens. I'm gonna go ahead and actually, if I need to, I can plug in a light here. I got it on my little tripod, but it is all right. Technical issues aside, look at that, and the light just came back. Perfect, we don't even need it. Hope you all are doing great. We got a quick workout in today before the evening shenanigans begin. So we're gonna go ahead and do a Warrior Dungeon workout. We got some dumbbell work, we got some machine work, and we're gonna go ahead and focus a little bit more on upper body today, doing some banded shoulder extensions. So if you got a band, this is all you need. Something nice and thin to get you nice and warmed up. We're gonna go ahead and do some cross band extensions. We're gonna go opposite way just to warm up here. And then one of my favorite ones, obviously go behind, but you need a little bit less slack. So I'm gonna kind of go and make it long here, go around the back and just do a couple quick flies here just to get the chest pumping, get the shoulders pumping. You never wanna start off with heavy weights cold. You always wanna go in and warm up a little bit. And this is kind of what this does. So we're gonna do a couple more here. Standing from the side, open, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and last we're gonna hold 5. Good stretch. Now we're gonna go out and out. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 5. Swap it out, opposite side. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5. All right, and the last one, go ahead and bring it out. 1 and 2 and 3. And you can go from the front here. 4 and 5. All right, so we got a little bit of a pump. Shoulders are good. We're gonna go ahead and start with some curls. Curls for the guns. And then we're gonna go ahead and go through our circuit. So focus today, more arms and back. Good stuff. So I got some dumbbells down here. I'm already a little bit warmed up, so this is perfect. We're gonna just start. I have a staggered stance, so one foot in front of the other, and I'm gonna just twist, curl, nice and controlled. So we didn't have a crazy workout today, nothing like we did last time when I ran my miles and then did an outdoor max rep kind of challenge, but doesn't mean we're not gonna get a good pump here because we're gonna go with some good weights. So I'm doing twist curls for the girls. My little girls that are coming home in a little bit, my little twin ninja princesses. And a couple more. Twist curl. So I had my left foot in front. Next time I'm gonna do the right. Whew, all right. Look at that. I'm rocking my CWF Warrior Tee. Excellent. I see people hopping on the chat. Fantastic. How's it going, everybody? Hope you guys are doing great. Pop in where you're from. Ask any questions, health and fitness related. Always good. Random, but I'd say curved rimless glasses fit your face better. You know what? I'm glad you said that. I actually was thinking the same thing. These are my newer ones. I got them from Moldova, and I feel great, but I kind of do feel like the other ones fit the face a little bit better, right? Because I got this big round face. So I think you're right. Now I do still use those, but they're gonna be more for my workouts when I'm outside. All right, let's go ahead and get the pull here. So we did a little bit of work. Let me make sure that you guys can see. So we did a little bit of work on our biceps. Now we're gonna work a little bit of biceps and back. So, all right, let's see if you guys can see. Perfect. All right, so chest against the pad. What's cool about this one, it's adjustable, so adjust to your arm length. I don't have the longest arms, so I kind of do it in the middle, but I do like having to reach a little bit because that means that I'm getting a fuller range of motion on my pull. So I got my pull. Today we're doing palms up. So you have pronated, supinated. We're doing palms up to get a little bit of a different part of the back, and also it's a nice pull on the biceps. So I'm going wide. I'm gonna get my pull, make sure my position is set, and 1. Oh yeah, 2, and 3, and 4. Hey, Coach Greg, why is he making that noise? I can hear you saying it already. I didn't WD-40 this thing yet, so I will make sure I do that soon. And pull. And pull. Let's do a couple more here. 1 and 2 and release. All right, important not to clang the weights. If you're one of those, as I say, knuckleheads in the gym that throws weights, first of all, it's bad because you can break the weights. But second, it's bad energy. You know, you're gonna get people upset around you, and it's not good for your form. You want to be able to control the weight all the way back and forward. So definitely don't be one of those people. How's everybody doing? We got Arman. Where are you from? Hey, I am from Poland originally, and I am now currently residing in the US of A. In Illinois. How about you, my friend? Omar Savan. Dude, shut up and focus on your breathing when lifting. Yes. Great setup back there. Hi, by the way. Hi, Omar. How's it going? I love that. If you guys are on, please throw a thumbs up. Always appreciated. And subscribe, like, and share. That's what I'm here for. I'm going to have the different glasses next time. And I will listen to Omar and talk a little bit less. Although I like to instruct. That's kind of part of what I do as a coach. So, all right, we got back extension machine. You guys have seen this one before, the monster machine. It's an awesome one. Brought it from the old gym, my old gym. So we're gonna go ahead and do a little bit of extending here. Glute spread for the gains, of course. Lone, I love that. Lone macaroni, oh, yes. Oh, by the way, glute spread. All right, so we have our band here. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna do a little bit of extra. Oh, by the way, somebody might have asked, because I always like to do this. Hey, what if I don't have that set up at home or I don't have access to a gym? You can do the same kind of pull with the dumbbells that I just did on the machine. You would just have to kind of do a bent over position, flip your palms, so your palm up and pull. And then make sure when you're pulling that you're not using your back and you're not using any sort of momentum, because the machine allows you to do it in a very controlled manner. So when you're using dumbbells, it's obviously gonna be harder. So you wanna make sure you don't start using momentum. Go lighter and then you're gonna be good. All right, on to this one. Back extension machine, guys and gals, this is one of my favorite machines. Also one of the best ways to work your posterior chain. Or as some of you might say, work the ass muscles. Well, they are part of the posterior chain. So works all the way up, hammies, glutes, back. So what we're gonna do here, and hopefully you can see it, I'm gonna lock my feet. I got the band, so I'm gonna go up, and I will also extend at the top. So I'm wrapping it around, gonna go up, extend, and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A couple more here. I'm going to make it less intense. So I can go a little bit wider. 2 more. 1 more. Up. Oh, man. All right. Careful coming down. Woo! So if anybody's doing stuff like this with inversions, don't be that person that flies up and then starts walking and running, because if you have blood pressure issues, you might get dizzy, you might fall over. So always be careful whenever you're doing any inversion. If you've been doing it a lot and you're kind of used to it, then that's fine. You know your body. Most people, I would say, take it easy the first once or twice, and then when you go up and you come back down and you stand back up again after that inversion, you're gonna see how your body reacts. So for me, I've had those moments where I went really hard and then I get off a machine like this and then like I feel nice and lightheaded. So I always try to be easy. All right. Training for those prison dudes. Red fire, you slay me. Actually, I do know some pretty intense dudes that do the prison workouts. So they're pretty awesome. I've actually done a few and they are quite quite challenging, but very good. Usually a lot of body weight stuff. Actually, Coach Will, who might or might not pop in the chat today, I was just on his live stream. If you guys haven't seen him, check him out. He's got great stuff. He just started live stream, but he's got a lot of shorts and reels, I should say, that he's doing some prison workouts. All right, second set. I'm gonna step forward with the opposite leg. So before it was my left, now it's my right. Twist, curl. I'm gonna do some curls. Those of you that are in the chat, please, if you haven't shared where you're from, let us know where you're from, how you're doing. It's Friday. Hopefully you guys have some good plans. Hopefully you got your workouts in already. If you haven't, why not? Coach Greg is asking you. I'm here to answer any health and fitness questions that you guys might or might not have. Always like to help. And if I don't know, then I'll tell you I don't know, but I'll try to do my best to look it up. All right. Twist curl. I love these. Twist curl. If you haven't, please subscribe. Always helps. Turn on notifications. Maybe make a donation. Oh, snap. That'll be amazing. One more. We got it. All right, so we got those. Wasn't even counting. I'm just going for a good pump because sometimes it's all about just getting it in. By the way, who is there? Coach Will, let's go. I was just talking about you, Coach Will. I was actually sharing how they should check out your channel because you started going live, and now you have you have all those awesome reels where you got a whole bunch of cool body weight exercises or body weight challenges, different little looks at prison style workout, high reps, all heart, really good stuff. And if you guys haven't, please do subscribe to Coach Will. He's in the chat right there. He's a good guy. He's actually a fountain of knowledge and a mountain of a man of badassery. All right, here we go. So we did our curls, twist curl. We're back. Remember we talked about supinated, pronated grip. We're gonna go ahead and do a couple more, and then we're gonna go to the third exercise. And by a couple, I mean at least 10. Once again, today we're not counting. We're just going for a good pump. I made it a little bit heavier. Nice and controlled. Try to hold it at the end. Once again, if you don't have a machine, not a problem. You can do bent over, reverse, dumbbell rows. If you got a bar, you can do a bent over barbell row. There's any number of things you can do to simulate this. If you got bands, you can use bands. If you got a TRX system, you can use those. There's always a way. One more. Okay, we got that one. That's two. Third one is our back extensions. Once again, oh man, sorry about kind of moving this around. I gotta figure out a better way to move the camera in here sometimes. As you guys can probably tell, my movers, they're freaking amazing. They were able to put this together as well as they did after they disassembled it from our old gym. Obviously the dumbbells are still coming, but it's pretty tight. You can tell there's not a lot of space to move. So that's why sometimes I will be kind of bumping into stuff, so don't mind. I'm gonna try to figure out some other way to maybe move this around, maybe have something mounted. But for now it's all good. So yeah, Coach Will, that's right. Omar, let's see, Omer. I wanna make sure I say that right, because I have an interesting name, Grzegorz in Polish, so I wanted to make sure. How's it going, David Sect? Hi. Back to Omer. Lower back is very important. Yes, it is. I wasn't training my back as much as my legs. Yeah, that can happen. So after some time, my back didn't lift the weight and my legs resulting in a dislocated disc. Now I'm recovering, rehabbing, keep safe. Yeah, Omar, you are correct, my friend. And it happens to all of us. We often will overtrain a particular part of the body. We all have, areas that we favor and areas that we don't like as much. And with guys, what tends to happen? We tend to work the beach muscles, most guys, so arms, right? Biceps, shoulders, triceps. but not necessarily maybe core or legs. Sometimes it happens the opposite way, right? Somebody overworks the legs, and maybe in this case, like you said, your back could have been a little bit stronger. But if you're lifting, if you're squatting, it does work the back and the core a lot. But additional work usually is important, especially if you're going heavy. So yeah, Coach Will, faves are legs and back. Yeah, I got you. I got to say, guys, I love legs. I think I favor back. So that's why I know I got to do more legs so that I stay in balance. I think all the years of martial arts will help the legs for sure. And my core gets a lot of bonus from legs, from martial arts. And I know, Coach Will, you're a martial artist yourself. So all that bag work, all the twisting, it really builds up the core quite a bit. Yes, Coach Will, I do use a tripod. I do. I'm just carrying it around, so I can even show you guys what it looks like. So, all right, let's flip it over here. So I got this bad boy with the ring light, and I kind of, I put the cables on there so I don't trip. But see, I'm moving it around. I got a smaller one that I take sometimes on the road, but it's got the legs that kind of bump into stuff. So I'll figure it out. I mean, so far, hasn't really been an issue. Obviously, it's a little bit tight here, but that's okay. It's a blessing that we have all this stuff that we do. All right, so back extensions. One thing you might have noticed is that I would hold it at the top for a little bit, and that's by design. Those of you guys that have trained before know holding tension is a good way of building strength, right? And stability, and also making sure that whatever you're doing it correctly, because you have that slower, more methodical movement. So I try to hold it at the top if I can. But if I start to feel like I'm losing it, then obviously I will adjust and rest or what have you. It's, when I was younger, I would go for, as many reps as I can, as fast as I can. And then I realized it's more important to do it right. Obviously, the older I got, the more I was like making sure I did things properly to not hurt myself. Now, knock on invisible wood, I've been able to stay injury-free for the majority of my life. And I never really had any serious injuries, so I'd like to think part of it's because of smart programming. But listening to your body is important, and once again, doing things in a more methodical way and safe way. 2 more. I'm going to open up, or I'm going to do the cross arm extensions to share the burden with the back even more than earlier. Give the shoulders a rest. 1 more. Man, that burns. Damn. All right. Oh, okay. As I mentioned in the first set, give it a moment. Don't pop straight up. I don't know if anybody has done the inversion table. That's another thing that sometimes people do is they go into the table, they go upside down, they flip back up, and they're like on wobbly legs because they didn't give the body a proper amount of recovery or getting it back to feeling basically equalized. All right, so that's a funny. We got some funny comments here. There's one that's held for review. I don't think it bears repeating, but it's somebody that had a funny question for me. Hunter Biden's crack pipe. Oh, it's a good nickname. I think bro, get on steroids already. I know, right? If only I could just get on the roids. I could at least grab a 45-pound dumbbell or plate. I don't have them right here, but I got a 70 right there. I think that'd be pretty good. But yeah, all kidding aside, obviously, don't do the roids, guys, unless you're ready to deal with the long-term repercussions. But in your honor, Hunter, which I'm sure is your real name, I'm going to go ahead and do something on here later with a good amount of weight, just for you. All right. Nice job. So Joe, show you, that's right, boy, works that peach. That's right. It does, man. I feel it. Joe's go visit Diddy and oh, jeez. We do need a moderator, coach. Yes, we do. But, luckily YouTube's catching a few of them. Let's see. View message. Yeah. Oh, you guys. All right. Leg day. No, not necessarily. We're doing a little bit of back and upper body today with some core. Yeah, you guys are, obviously a lot of you guys are just kidding around. That's why I'm totally fine with it. I like a little bit of humor in the comments. And obviously anybody that's going to be here with a serious question, we got you. And if you have something funny, that's fine too, man. We're all about having a good time, getting a good workout. But, you know, when it comes to some of the more serious stuff, like to stay natty or not, I gotta say, guys, I'm 41 and I've been natty all my life. Obviously, you can tell I'm not huge, but I've been a martial artist and that's helped me stay lean. I've been a marathoner, so all this stuff. What's important is your longevity. The older you get, the more you realize it's about staying healthy long-term, right? I mean, if you're some high performance athlete and you're getting ready for the Olympics or something, or you're an actor, you're getting ready for a movie role, I mean, that's, you know, everybody's got their choices they can make. I think the safer you train and the more healthy you train, the longer you're gonna be able to train and stay fit. So for me, with the age that I'm at, I do more bodyweight stuff. I don't necessarily go super crazy, like powerlifting type where I'm going like max out all the time, but I do that every now and again safely. So, all right, moving on. So we got that one done. We're gonna go all the way over here. And all right, we're back. We're back to some pulls. This time, so we've done our palm up pull, right? On that machine over there. Now we're gonna go ahead and do our chin up. We have a chin up bar outside. I did it on the live last time, so I'm gonna change it up today. I'm gonna go and do some pull downs here or chin ups. And we're gonna grab this one here, right? I'm gonna adjust the weight. You guys will say, do the full stack. Well, yeah, maybe in the second round. So we're gonna grab it here as narrow as we can. I'm gonna sit on down, make sure your feet are flat, and then just pull right under the chin and up. Control it. No half reps, you know, don't do this. Get as full range as you can. It's my training methodology as a coach. I mean, there's certain times where you might need to go shorter range for whatever reason. In general, if you want to be healthy and have a nice healthy range of motion throughout your body, go full range and then work up from there. So if I can do this way, like if I'm trying to pull this down and this is as far as I go, all right, I mean, that could be counted as a rep in some cases, but think of if I'm actually doing a chin up, right? I want to go above the bar. If I can't do it, I might as well not go so heavy, right? So I would go ahead and go a little bit lighter. All right, we got those, pretty easy peasy. I needed to go heavier on those. So we got number 2, which is gonna actually, let's go over here, guys. You're gonna like this one. I'm just trying to figure out which angle will be better. I think I'm gonna bring you guys around. It's gonna be a tricep, show you how to do a tricep skull crusher type from a seated position. And I'm gonna go ahead and do it here. All right, so hopefully that'll help. How about over there? Perfect. All right, so obviously you can just grab a dumbbell or a plate, right? And just do those. You can be on the bench and do skull crushers this way, which is still my favorite way of doing it. But I do have this machine, which is pretty nifty. So I'm actually gonna show you how a machine like this, you can actually do a skull crusher. So normally this pad is here for your preacher curls for the bicep, but you can also do tricep on this. I just gotta adjust my seat. I'm gonna adjust the weight, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go behind there. And I love this one. So my back is supported. I just gotta grab these guys back here. Okay. So starting position, my core is tight. I got my hands tight around the bar. Bring it back behind and back. You know what I love about doing it like this, if you have a machine like this, my back is fully pressed against the pad, which is engaging my core. So I'm getting more core in this type of seated position than I would otherwise if I'm doing a tricep extension from, seated on a bench. Although if you're flat on a bench, you have a good enough weight, you're gonna feel the core too. A couple more here. Definitely gonna go heavier on the next round. 2 more. So how you guys doing? Any questions? Anybody training for anything in particular? And if you haven't subscribed to Coach Will's channel, make sure you find him in the comments or just type in Coach Will. Subscribe to his channel. Subscribe to my channel. Complete Warrior Fitness is bringing you free workouts all summer long and beyond. So, all right, that's 2. 1, 2. I'm trying to remember what number 3. Oh, that's right. It's going to be in honor of, who's on with the awesome comment? Hunter, right? So we're going to go ahead and do something for you. I'm going to grab one of the heavy suckers here. Where's my finger? Right there. We're going to go ahead and use it to do seated crunches / sit-ups on this machine. So that'll be fun. All right. But let's look at the questions here. Yeah, got it. Hunter, he's like, I was joking, bro. You're doing good, but gear will make you blow up. Yes, indeed. I mean, it doesn't mean you can't. I'm not really in a bulking phase, but yeah, natty is always a little bit healthier in the long run, or a lot healthier. All right, Daddy Vex, worked legs. Dude, awesome, man. Good job, dude. Good job. Yeah, work biceps, nice. I think that people look at people on gear and compare bodies, not realizing the long-term effects. Also, it's just better being natty if you care about your health. Yeah, I mean, look, you can do it in a way, you know, I'll be honest, and no, a lot of people say this, right? Like, I've never done it. I mean, you can probably tell by me, you know, that I'm not somebody who looks like they do it. And I haven't, you know, because I'm a coach. So the people I train, a lot of my people are older. They're more fragile. I also train a lot of young people. So my goal is to be a good example. But I also have kids now, right? And I got a wife that I love, and I have a family that I adore. So I want to be around, right? And I think, but having said that, I have friends that I have trained with before. I have coaches that I've known at different gyms that have competed professionally, semi-professionally, and some of them were very clear on what the stuff they take, and they would take it and they would cycle off, and then look, they would get amazing results. And even if you're on stuff, it doesn't mean you don't work hard. They would work hard just like anybody else. So hats off to them. But they would have, many of them, different types of health conditions that surfaced at the time. Something as, should we say, not really life-threatening or anything, just annoying, like acne, to ones that were more serious, where I had somebody that actually had a heart palpitation / condition that developed as a result. So anyway, take for that what you will. But yeah, I do agree. Health is wealth, man, and you got to stay as healthy as you can. All right, so 70, right? Get that pump. Let's see, real quick before we get to the next one. Oh, I am 26 for CU. Can you take your shirt off? I have my Vaseline ready. I had to say that one because it's so amazing. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Jeez. Who's spamming 100 with me? Perfect. Spam it. Explosive training. Yes, that's a good place to do it. Hunter. Yeah, dude. You guys are awesome, man. Explosive training. You know what? That does work the sphincter, right? So in that case, work your core, do your back extensions, and you're gonna release the Kraken like nobody's business, man. All right, we got 70s. Look at this sucker. 70 pounds. Where's that 70? All right. Oh crap, wrong way. All right, 70 pounds. Whew. There it is. All right, in case anybody's wondering. So we're gonna go ahead and get on the machine. We're gonna check to make sure our distance is good. All right, so we're pretty good here. Good. So we got that. Basically what you want with a machine like this, now these are, once again, more rare. Normally you're gonna be on a bench that's more incline, and then you kind of wrap your whole leg around. Here, I'm holding with my feet. I don't know if you guys can tell. So it's a little bit more precarious. So here, let me show you kind of how this one is. So with these, you gotta be more careful. Unless you're seasoned, make sure you get in there and you get yourself nice and secure. Don't let your toes point away. You might slip out. So you always got to be in a state of flexion like this to be ready, right? So, all right, here we go. So we're going to go ahead and do some of these. This is going to be good for the core. It's going to be a hell of a great exercise. Whew. This one is for Hunter. Oh, Hunter, what you got me doing? Whew. This one's just for professionals, guys. All right, so we got the 70. You can hold it across the chest, or you can hold it a long ways, whatever you want. I'm gonna hold it across the chest here. All right, actually, quickly. And 2, and 3, 4. This one's good for the core. And 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9. We're gonna go for 12, and 10, 11, 12. Woo! Not messing around with that 70, that's for sure. All right. Woo. Damn. The things I do for my amazing warriors. All right, back we go. Let's go to the chin-ups / narrow pull-downs. All right. So we're back here, similar view. Okay, pull-downs. Let's make it a little bit heavier. Let's go to 120. 2 plates down. So today, those of you that are just joining, those of you that have left and come back, it's about upper body. So we got pulls. We have different kinds of pulls from vertical to neutral. We have biceps. We had some curls, and we're doing some triceps on that machine over there. You know what? I like this light. This is a good light. I think here I almost look like I'm on TRT or something, right? Or on some roids. Actually, lighting has a huge part to play in how we look. So some of you might be down on yourselves, and if you're feeling that way, don't be. Because a lot of what you see online, a lot of what you see even on TV is obviously edited. And I know you guys are mostly all aware of that, but some of you might forget that. And look, just the way the lighting is, this is a straight down lighting shot with a halo light kind of on top. It makes some of my muscles look a little bit bigger versus when I'm over there and it kind of washes me out. So a lot of it really depends on, first of all, your pump, right? Did you just get pumped? You can really see your muscles. Are you hydrated? Are you dehydrated? Are you on something? Like say like creatine, which is a good natural supplement, but it can make you puffy if you're not getting enough water. And also, you know, what kind of lighting are you in? So the thing is, it's all about, you know, kind of how you feel about yourself more than anything else. If you're doing the right things, don't worry about what you see on TV or on social media, especially social media. People edit their photos all the time to give themselves crazy lean physiques and like make the veins pop an extra like, you know, 30%, whatever. It's not important. The important thing is that you feel good about yourself. You're doing the right things for yourself, and keep an honest assessment of your look. Try to weigh in if you're gonna do weigh-ins at the same time, using the same scale. If you're looking at yourself in the mirror, find a good light and use that same angle, because then you're not gonna be thrown off in case you're somewhere and you realize, oh man, I look like crap today. I don't wanna work out. Like it just lets you down, you know? Don't fall into that. Do something which will uplift you. Speaking of uplift, look, it's like bringing me up. Woo. So I weigh, right now, probably $170. So this one is 140, so it's almost my weight. So it's a good number to shoot for here. So those of you that are in the chat, nobody's really asking you questions today, but that's okay. Sometimes it happens. One question that I used to get a lot is, hey, how do I train for a pull-up? How do I train for a chin-up? How do I do it? I mean, exactly what we're doing today. I mean, you can get even more specific, but a lot of the stuff we're doing today would help you. So for example, if you figure out you weigh, let's say 120, and you start doing pull downs of 60, you're able to pull down half your weight. That's a start. You can get, there's like specific formulas and how many reps do you need to get a 1 round max of so-and-so. Really the key is if you're able to do your body weight in a machine like that, then you're on your way to doing full pull-ups, full chin-ups. All right, back we go. I'm kind of all over the place today. Apologize. All right. Whew. Hey, all right. Flex Friday. Thank you, Coach Will. I get you. Don't worry. I do stuff all the time with whatchamacallit. I can't even think. Autocorrect and whatever. Hey, thanks, Coach Will. Hey, how's it going, Coach Will's wife? You guys are awesome. You have a great husband, and I'm sure you are an awesome wife. I love people that are positive, and you know, it's cool when you have a connection like that. You know, you meet somebody online and you start to gel, and I really love this part of the journey. And I saw actually, Coach Will, I saw your chat in the lives, and there's a lot of people that are already like in there with great energy and chatting, and it's like it's really building up a community already. So hats off. How's it going, Peter? Where you checking in from, my friend? We're about to do some triceps. All right, happy triceps. We're gonna go one plate down. Whew, feeling the pump, which is good. So normally, see I gotta reach back there? Normally you want a spotter for certain positions. Like eventually I wouldn't wanna go too heavy on this because you kinda can't see it from this angle, but I'm like way back. I'm way back like this, I'm hyperextended. People get hurt in the gym a lot when they try to bro out and do something themselves without a proper spotter. There shouldn't be any sort of you know, ego in the gym, but there is. It's just, you know, it happens naturally. But please, please, please don't be that person that goes too heavy on a bench or military press or squat and just doesn't want to ask for a spotter, and you just go for it and you know that you need a spotter, but you're like, no, I'm gonna PR today. I'm gonna add a couple more pounds, and then you're kind of in a weird spot, you know, and you pull something and now you're out for weeks or months. Even if it's something like this is not any sort of crazy heavy lift, but it's heavy enough where if I was to add more, I would want a spotter, or I would not go this heavy because I want to be safe, right? I want to be safe for my family, for my health. Okay, here we go. So, hope you guys and gals are having an awesome Friday. I'm actually, my girls are going to be coming home soon. My wife actually went to grab them at the daycare today. Usually it's me at this time. So she's awesome. She allowed me to get my workout in because I tortured her earlier with a good workout. So she got her pump, and now I'm working out, and I feel good. I hope you guys also are staying active. Those of you that are on the channel that don't do any health and fitness, that's totally fine. Please like, subscribe, and share. Check out Coach Will's channel. Try to find as many positive health and fitness channels as you can, and you're gonna get so inspired. By the way, I have no idea how many I have now. Let's do one more. Oh, all right, triceps of happiness. All right, guys. So we got that one. Yes. Grab the camera for an edit. Garrett, yeah, I should do that. I should like, all right, guys, I'm about to do 1,000 push-ups and then like, you know, cut and then come back. Yeah, man, it's like 999. I've seen people do that. Nice. Yeah, Peter, thank you. Stay blessed, my friend. Yes, you too. Hope you have a good one. So I'm almost having to jump off here, which I normally don't like to do, but I got to do one more of these amazing ones. This is definitely a killer exercise, great for core. Really, more than anything, it's the setup. So remember I was just telling you about safety? So I feel confident enough with controlling this weight, even though it's tough for me, that I feel safe. But if I didn't, I wouldn't want to do it, especially not on camera. So be safe, and you know, that way you will be able to stay healthy for a long, long time. All right, happy 70. We're gonna go up here, make sure that we have everything. All right, we're good. Setting up the feet. All right, once again, you can go long ways, or you can go across the chest. It's really up to you. I'm gonna go ahead and lock my feet. Got my hands, my fingers like this, basically. And we're gonna go back. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, 10. I got 2 more for you guys. And 11, and 12. Grab for safety, slide on off. Whew. Man, this 70 this is something. All right, I'm gonna put it down here. camera's view. Oh man, all right. All right, here we go, 1 second. Trying to make sure it doesn't get caught on the camera. All right, good. Whoo, damn. That's a good one. All right, so, all or no? It's been pretty smooth. Hopefully it has been. I kind of check in because sometimes it cuts off on me. All right. Whew. Coach, well, thank you. Have a good night, my friend. We will chat soon. Good work. Excellent work on everything you do. You guys are, they're going to be very happy to catch Coach Will. All right. And that's what's cool too is I'll see some of the stuff Coach Will's doing and I'm like, damn, I want to try that. It looks fun, you know? He's got that one workout that I saw the other day where it's basically everything from a deck of cards, right? And you grab a card from the top, whatever it says, that's what you got to do in terms of number, right? So you grab a jack, that's a 10. If you grab a 6, that's a 6. And you just, you bang out, and it could be for anything. So I'm definitely going to do one in the future in honor of Coach Will and do something where I think it'll be fun. It'll be able, like, we'll be able to kind of get a little bit of a, I don't want to say random workout, but like kind of a challenge where you don't see what's coming. All right, so almost done. Quick review. We had our twist curl. Well, we warmed up first with our band. Then we did twist curls. Then we did a seated wide pull with the palms up. Then we went ahead and did I'm trying to remember, what was the third one? I don't have my notes in front of me. That was the, that's right. That was the back extension with the Superman extension. And then the second one we just did, which was chin up narrow on the machine. We went to our tricep extensions, also on the machine. And then we finished off with heavy sit-ups with the dumbbell, 70 pounds on the monster machine, just reversed. So we did a lot, but it's all good stuff. So normally I'd like to get a little bit of a bonus in, but today we're gonna go ahead and call it since my amazing wife and my girls are about to come home in a few minutes and I wanna be able to see them, give them hopefully not a too sweaty of a hug, but definitely count my blessings. So you guys and gals have an awesome rest of your Friday. Do count your blessings. Enjoy the weekend. I'll probably see you guys on the live stream tomorrow. And I promise soon I'll have a more consistent, concrete schedule. I know I've been live streaming, but many of you probably have been asking me like what days, what time specifically besides the Saturday. So we will do that definitely. What's up, Melozigzum? That's a good question. I like to feel like I got a pretty good size on the chest. See, look at that, bam, bam. I would say it's a double Polish XL with some power here. Yeah. Hope you guys are having a really productive and healthy week. So definitely focus on doing the good things. We're gonna finish with a nice affirmation here and call it a day. So let's do this one. I'm happy, healthy, and strong. I'm happy, healthy, and strong. I'm happy, I'm healthy, and I'm strong. Simple affirmation, but powerful. Say that one every day. Look at it. Look at yourself in the mirror when you do it. Think positive things, and I think you'll notice better energy flowing and more positivity. So you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy, and yeah. Billy Bofa, just take it easy. Take it easy. Don't go too hard on yourself there, pun intended. All right, guys, have an awesome one. We will see you later.